Hello everyone, time for another one of those videos. So in church the other day, we were looking at the book of Hebrews, and this is the first time I'm being exposed to all this, and I thought that was a really good message that came from the passage that we read through. I'm going to read it right here, and then we're just going to go through it and talk about why I think it's important in today's age. It says, "And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." Now, this is something written thousands of years ago at this point, and it talks about something that is so prevalent in today's society, which is isolation. You can go about your life, many of you probably, without talking to someone for days. And when you are exposed to others in the world, whether it be at the store, at a restaurant, at a gathering of some sort, you actively try to avoid socializing with others. But we are put in this life, no matter if you believe in God or are religious at all, to be with each other, to socialize with each other, to support each other, and as this passage says, to stir up one another to love and good works. So, I encourage you, if you are someone who doesn't commonly meet up with other people, speak with other people, to do so. And when you speak to them, really engage them. Look into their lives, see what's going on, what you can do for them, what you can talk to them about that might help them. And it's possible they will do the same to you, and it will be a big positive benefit for you both. And this is something that I think is just so important as we continue to grow more isolated and more polarized in almost every aspect of our life. And I think that's why I'm so happy with the life that I have here today. I have so many different people that I'm constantly checking in on, speaking to, seeing what I can do for them, and they see what they can do for me, and we speak to each other commonly about life and what we're looking forward to and what's coming our way. And it's just such a positive, uplifting thing in my own life. And I think it's something that we may have forgotten how to do, not just as individuals, but as a society as a whole, as we play video games like I do all the time, or just look on social media and don't look at each other face to face. And not to say that you can't do this sort of stirring up and checking in and socializing without seeing someone's face or hearing their voice directly, but I do believe that personal connection is important. And it is wild that there's this passage that is eternal, written so long ago that the author of Hebrews is unknown at this point. Of course, it is God's word, God's spoken, written by a human. Nobody knows who wrote this, but it's wild how applicable it is today. And that last line is wild, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day. Day is capitalized, drawing near. And the day, obviously, is the return of Jesus Christ, which might, it'll come. It's always in the future. This is meaning, essentially, do this forever. Continue stirring people up. Continue trying to instigate them to do good and to love each other. And regardless of what you might think about Christianity, the Bible, anything else, I just think that's such a lovely message, and something that every single one of us, myself, my wife, my dad, my mom, my kids, you, people in the comments, it's something we all need to do more and more. And I think it's just, if we were to stir each other up, to provoke each other, to spur each other to do good stuff, we'd have a much better society, and all of us would have much better lives. And even though it's a possibility that people will do good to you if you do good to them and you treat them well, it shouldn't even necessarily be expected. We should put this on ourselves to be those good people, to constantly be interacting with others in a positive way and expecting nothing in return. Yeah, that's it. That's the video. It really spoke to me last Sunday. Thought I would make a quick video about it. I think it's important. If you agree, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.